Yo, man, it's almost 4:30. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
This is the social norm.
1, 2. You want top dollar and pop bottles and drop knowledge? Hit the throttle on nice autos without college. Do yourself a solid, put them boys on your screen. Wait, who do you mean? I mean canteen and beans. When the social norm is on, you better pay attention. They teach you lessons, make you laugh when you're stressing. Must I mention that the style is infectious? I gotta have it, I gotta have it. The rapid fire gabbing on my tablet. My boys established a gamut of information, from relations to dating to when you lead it gets impatient. They're lacing the nation every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4:30. The Social Norm Podcast, you heard me?
It's the social norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the social norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the social norm.
And I'm
Yep. Yo. You already know what it is, man. We back it again with another one. I'm your boy Canteen. This is my man Beans.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
Hey, it's Social Norm. We go ahead and talk to y'all, make y'all cry, make y'all laugh, whatever it is, man. Hey, today's episode, you know what it is. You've seen the title, Alpha Male versus Alpha Female. Now, how you doing today, Beans?
I'm good. I'm
Good.
feeling real good today.
All right, this might be a touchy little subject because I think we all know in 2023 the whole stigma of the alpha female. And I think every man who was in the dating sites have probably come across a few women who think they're alpha females, or even, just have that strong masculinity that we all men kind of hate. Let's be real about it. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about the dynamic of it. We're going to talk about how I don't think an alpha male and an alpha female can actually join together and make a union actually work.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Because like I said earlier, there can only be one leader.
You know what? I kind of want you to scoot over this way because for some reason I think the camera angle changed, and I don't want you right next to me like that.
I don't know.
All right, cool.
Okay, we good?
Yeah, we
good
good.
now?
We good.
All right.
All right, y'all. Hey, before we get into the show, you know what it is, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss none of our videos. Every Monday and Friday around 4:30 Eastern time, we do our thing. All right. And if you want to donate to the channel, links in the bio. You see the Cash App. Hit me up with a couple bucks. I don't know, whatever. And if you want to call into the show, the number 716-218-9317. You can call in, give us your spill on what we talking about. All right, now we got all that done. Let's go through it. So the reason I wanted to talk about this is because I recently had to let a girl on my team just go. I had to let her go. And the reason I had to let her go was because we kept bumping heads. Every time she kept trying to challenge me on things I wanted from her, or just talking or requesting. She just would butt heads. She challenged everything I said. She would just question everything I said. And I just was like, this shit is annoying.
It's exhausting.
It's exhausting and it's draining for a man. So she kept on saying, well, you need to put me in the right environment for me to show my femininity. See, that's the problem.
What environment is that?
Whatever environment she feels she needs to be in.
Okay.
I'm trying to explain to women. A man, you say, well, he needs to put me in an environment for me to be feminine. And I'm trying to explain to you, no, that's not how that works. Imagine, let's flip the script. Let's say a man said, you have to put me in the right environment for me to be a masculine man. How does that make sense to you?
It doesn't.
Exactly. If you're masculine, you're just going to be a masculine person. If you're feminine, you're just going to be a feminine person, regardless of what environment you're in. You're going to adjust because you are who you are.
And my question to her would be, how are you supposed to do that if you're constantly butting heads?
You can't be feminine because every time I try to be my masculine self and tell you, and I'm not even tell you, guide you into doing something, you question my authority. So that means right then and there, you're not being feminine, so I cannot be masculine from that. We're gonna both be masculine, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna be like, okay, I'm done with you.
It's gonna be a constant fight,
Exactly.
and nobody wants that.
And I think, ladies, you have to understand, for men, anytime you're challenging him and what he's trying to guide you into doing, you're pretty much saying, I don't trust your judgment.
Mhm.
And from you not trusting our judgment, that means you don't love us, you don't care about us, you don't respect us. That's how we see it. At least that's how I see it.
I mean, what I would be like, what got her to this point? Like,
Clearly, she's been hurt.
yeah,
And I try to tell people, look, don't let past relationships
exactly.
affect your current or new relationships. You know what I mean? You have to let that drama or that trauma go and try to be. But then I think about it, how do the women nowadays even know how to be a woman?
That's a good question.
Like who's because y'all always say, well, y'all need to be a man. Y'all need to be a man. Who's training these men to be men? I mean, honestly, ladies, because a lot of y'all are single mothers and y'all think you're like, oh, well, he needs to be a man. He needs to be a man. I see so many single mothers who are so hard on the men, on the boys, that they come out so timid because they're scared.
Yeah, who are their mentors, role models, who raised them?
Like I think sometimes women are try to be over masculine for their sons because there's no man in the house. They overcompensate.
I can see that.
And that ends up causing the boy to not be the man he's supposed to be. Because being a man doesn't mean you got to be hard and not and mean. No, you can still be. Part of being a masculine man is being humble and respectful and caring. You can, you know what I mean? There's still some soft parts of being a masculine person.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But there's not just one way. But when I see women who are consider themselves alpha males, they only see it one way, which is I'm not letting a man dictate how things go.
Oh yeah.
And it's like,
I guess they're kind of they're trying to like not duplicate.
They are. They're trying to duplicate
or
imitate what a man does.
Yes.
But they can't do it like a man because there's one factor that a lot of alpha so-called females don't understand that will separate them from the alpha male always. We're gonna watch this video and then I'm gonna tell you what that is. Okay. All right.
I haven't thought, but I want to see what they say first.
Okay. All right, let's get into it, y'all.
You're missing my point. You're literally taking it literally instead of reading in between the lines. If you're an alpha and you are comfortable within yourself and being confident, why does it matter if you're also with an alpha?
Because those
or someone who's also strong-minded, contains leader qualities. I'm not done. Contains leader qualities. Is there something funny?
Yeah.
What's funny? I want to hear it. What's funny? I just feel like you haven't had a guest like this before, and you're just astonished. I don't know.
I'm not worried, concerned about you.
I never said you were.
You made me laugh. Are you mad?
No, is that what I said though? You just put words in my mouth.
I just made a little smirk, and then you mad.
I just asked you.
Listen, and talking alpha woman. What are you, Wonder Woman?
Don't put words in my mouth. I never said I'm an alpha woman.
All right. So I want you to understand. Let's dissect what we just watched right there. All right. If you could, as you see, this woman, she thinks of herself as an alpha female. But do you see the attitude, the emotion she has? This is the difference between what a real alpha male is versus a alpha female. The reason why alpha female can't compete against alpha male is the fact that she still brings her female traits, which is emotion. Alpha male is stoic. He's like a rock. He doesn't get twisted by
Right.
emotions to make rash decisions or get, you know what I mean, to get drawn into somebody else's
Yes.
energy.
I was going to say logic before, but it's
Yes, she gets offended. That's another thing. An alpha male does not get offended easily by someone who is less or weaker than him. He understands. Think about this, y'all. You ever see the King of the Jungle, the lion?
Mhm.
How many paintings or pictures or videos have you seen where the little cubs are biting at him, gnawing at him, trying to make him play with him, and they're doing all these things that are annoying, right?
Mhm.
Everybody can tell that they're just annoying him, but guess what he does?
Just sits there.
He just sits there and he just takes it. He doesn't flinch. He doesn't get away from me. He doesn't act emotional. At the most he might do is get up and just walk away. And just they'll follow him all day. And he just walks away and then sits back down and they start messing with him again. Because he understands I'm the king of the jungle. I'm the head dude in charge. If I want to stop it, I can stop it.
Mhm.
But I'm not even phased by this. And that's where the difference lies. Women are always going to be phased when they get into heated situations. A lot of women are going to bring out themselves, which is based off of emotions. So as you can see, that man he just did a little laugh, like,
Yeah.
and that he stayed calm and collected. He didn't let her phase him by what she's saying, but she let him phase him. Don't cut me off.
Yeah.
Because she wants to be in control, but she can't be because she's basing herself off of emotions.
And he says, I'm not worried
I'm not
about
worried
you.
about you. And this is the second thing that I wanted to say. The emotion part is what stops women from being alpha females, being over alpha males. And the other thing is, he's not worried. Why is he not worried? What's the saying I always say means?
You see a lot of them. I don't know which one.
She can't whoop my ass.
Oh,
That's the main thing that alpha females cannot do, that understands what alpha males know. And it's the unspoken thing. All alpha males know you can't whoop my ass. So why would I be afraid, frustrated, trying to prove something to you?
yeah.
Any of that. You can't beat me in any physical altercation. So why am I worried about you?
She said she wasn't even. She said she wasn't alpha male, or she said she didn't say she was one.
No, I don't.
At the end, wait, listen to the
Oh,
end.
let's watch it one more time, y'all. Watch it from the beginning.
You're missing my point. You're literally taking it literally instead of reading in between the lines. If you're an alpha and you are comfortable within yourself and being confident,
You see that the neck rolling, the condescending tone. That's the difference.
why does it matter if you're also with an alpha?
Because those
Or someone who's also strong-minded, contains leader qualities. I'm not.
Now, let me just say this. She cut him off twice.
I'm about to say this whole interaction right here is the reason why men don't want to deal with it.
Exactly.
Just a simple conversation, and she's combative.
She's combative. She's trying to control the situation. A man is not going to let a woman control the situation if he's an alpha. It's not going to happen.
Not done. Contains leader qualities.
I watched this movie before, and it was it wasn't a movie. It was Game of Thrones, and the guy said, "You want to be a leader one day?" He said, "Yeah." Well, learn how to follow. You can't be a leader if you don't know how to follow and be humble yourself. That's the thing that she doesn't realize.
Is there something funny?
Yeah.
What's funny? I want to hear it. What's funny? I just feel like you haven't had a guest like this before, and you're just astonished. I don't know.
I'm not worried, concerned about you.
I never said you were.
You
Is
made
that
me
what I
laugh.
said?
Are you mad?
No, is that what I said though? You
So
just
what-
put words in my
I
mouth.
just made a little smirk, and then you mad.
I just asked you what
Are you talking? Alpha woman? What are you, Wonder Woman?
Don't put
Alpha
words in my
woman?
mouth. I never said I'm an alpha woman.
Okay.
See, I never said I was alpha woman.
Then okay, my whole thing is this: if you don't say you're an alpha woman, but you're portraying yourself as I'm your equal, I'm this, I'm that. Can I whip your ass?
I can.
Oh, I can whip your ass. I don't know who that is. Who is that?
Let's find out.
I'll see who you are. Who can? You probably could. We know you can't.
Oh, that's Emily.
Oh, Emily. I'm gonna take the high road and say, put some boxing gloves on. Let's see.
I don't know. I've seen her. I don't know how strong she is, but I've seen her.
Hold up. Go ahead. Say what you about to say. I want to hear the bullshit that you about to say. You don't know what.
I seen her hit the pads. That's all I'm saying. I don't know how strong she is, but I seen her hit the pads though. She can't beat y'all.
I'm done. I'm done with
talking.
Okay. I understand. You because I'm about to put some gloves on you and we gonna box. You talking about she can whoop my ass. All right. So that's one of them. Let's get to another video.
Okay, this is the one.
No, what we say we're gonna do? Well, we can
Is
do
that
this
Nicki
one.
Minaj?
I wish. No, it wasn't Nicki. Let's watch this other video.
But in a nutshell, it can't be two leaders in one household. Someone's gonna have to follow.
And the fact is, ladies, do y'all actually really want to lead? Sometimes I think
No.
y'all do, but then you don't even respect it when you do lead. Let's get into this video. No, that's not Nicki Minaj, but she cute though.
From an international perspective, American men are far more accommodating than any other group of men.
Okay.
If we're talking about Muslim men, you have to be covered from head to toe. There's no argument, there's no debate. That is what it is. And my way is law. When we're talking about weight, it has to be kept under a certain threshold. There is no big fine woman BBW. Nah, just, yeah. When we're talking about fun, right? The president of Nigeria a couple years ago said that his woman's place is the kitchen and the other room. That's it. And that's the first lady of Nigeria, right?
All right. Reason I showed that video is because it's true. Men in America are the most accommodating, weakest men in the world that allow women to get away with murder. Literally. There's so many videos where you see these out of line women. And the thing is, I can't blame women. I blame that men in the society have allowed the women to get away with it. It's just like you seeing a child that is just running rampant and nobody's doing anything about it. We have allowed government and we have allowed our society to allow women to destroy themselves.
There was I know a friend of mine went across seas to Dubai in another country. And I told him about that Sharia law because they thought they was going to go get a man and do all this stuff. I was like, doesn't fly like that over there.
Okay, tell us first, for anybody who don't know, tell us what the Sharia law is.
Sharia law is basically the man is the head and that's it. And women are basically second-class citizens. So if a man tells you, yo, go sit in the car,
your ass better go sit in that car
because he can smack you and play in open view and nobody's going to do nothing about it.
How? Hello?
Hello? Did it?
Yeah.
Somehow. Did it all look?
Is that okay? Here we go. That's the demons of alpha females coming to get me to say you will not be heard today, sir. How? This is my question. With those type of laws, I wonder how efficient their society is.
Well, you don't really hear.
You know why you don't hear how efficient they are? I personally think America propaganda, America media does not want to show how successful those areas are because it kind of debunks the whole concept of what we're doing over here, which is allowing women to just free range and do whatever they want to do.
Because a lot of them, they can't, they have to wear those hijabs and Someone can't even drive.
What do you call it? Being humble, being closed to where you can't show off your body.
Yeah, like he said, just head to toe.
Yeah.
If anything you're gonna do that, you're gonna do that in that bedroom, in that setting. Because basically,
but see, this is a funny thing though. Ready? Watch this. Now, everybody who's probably watching this is like, "Oh, canteen means they don't need to be doing that because it stops us from being free. It stops us from being what we want to be." See, y'all understand? We live in a culture right now where they had a woman who's cheated on her husband, right? Committed adultery, and then put it online for everybody to view and interviewed him with Will Smith and Jada Smith. This is the culture we live in right now. And if you think that is the way to do things, God have mercy on your soul.
But think about this: in those countries, you don't hear about baby daddies. You don't hear about all this other.
You know why? Because I'm pretty sure if you commit adultery in those countries, you probably get killed.
Yeah, they probably take you out back
and just
you damaged goods. They don't want to deal with you.
Or you're on the street.
Yeah,
you're not glorified to where you actually can make money from being unfaithful. Now,
real. So I say, if you think you're gonna go over there and talk crazy, and that's not it.
Put in the comment section, comment section. What other country do you feel is the more agreeable to the females than America? Of men allowing women to do things that probably would be disgraceful in other countries. Tell me another country that's more giving and more willing to accept the foolishness.
Yeah, not even China, not even
exactly.
Maybe England, but they're not even.
I don't think England. I think England's a little bit more because one thing about the people from England has always been they're aristocratics. They're they're bougier.
Yeah, they value status.
It's value status. They value how you appearance yourself.
Yeah, they're not going to.
You don't see women over in England dressing how they dress in America, or maybe you do. Or you've been there.
It happens, but you're not gonna see it on TV.
And I bet you have a lot of women who'll be like in awe, like, "Lady, what are you doing?"
Yeah, you're not gonna see it online like that. They have enough, wherewithal just to keep it on the street level, not put it online.
Okay.
Even the rappers, like we got Cardi B and things like that. They're rappers and singers, like they don't do stuff like that.
No, they just do it on video, so then to make money from it, and then screw everybody else's mind up. All right, let's get one more. Get another video in, y'all. Also, I want now this video right here. I'm about to show y'all. This is how every man, ladies, I want you to really soak this video in. This is how every man wished they woman were towards them. This is what we're looking for. It says, I just filled out my passport application after watching this video.
I'll forever submit to your minds. I'll forever respect your minds. I'll forever honor your minds as the head of our home. In heaven, they hear. On earth, I declare and decree, I shall be a submissive wife unto you.
Now,
she had to be African.
I think she sounds. Hold up, let me hear
forever respect your minds. I'll forever honor your minds.
She definitely sounds not American.
Yeah.
As the head of our home. In heaven, they hear.
Now, my question to you, ladies: why would you want to be married to a man that he's not the head of the home? Why would you want to marry a man that you cannot submit 100% to? Because all submitting really is trusting someone. And I understand the form of submit when you talk about slavery and you talk about that's the thing that I think a lot of people get confused. Submitting is just giving into someone. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad, but you can have a good submission where you submit to Christ. People submit to religions. They They submit to a higher power.
Exactly.
Because they know this higher power is only going to bring them closer to glory and success and whatever is in there that they're looking for in life. Their calling. So I'm saying, women, when you hear the word submit, don't go and jump into the negative. That's what they want you to think.
Yeah. Straight up slavery. That's what they.
I ain't a slave. You're gonna. Oh, you see the problem when you think of a negative connotation with submitting is because you already look at men in a negative light. Some man has hurt you, and now because of that, you have created a negative connotation. And I'm not saying there aren't bad men out there. There are, but there's a lot of good men out there too.
That's true.
And you can't, just like how you say. This one guy said, men can't understand when the good girls are right next to the hoes to differentiate which one is which. A lot of times it's hard for a woman to open up to say, I don't know if this guy's a good guy or this guy's a bad guy. So they put us all in one category of bad.
That's true. And I always say, let their actions prove it. Because sooner or later, you can say you're a good guy all day, but your actions are going to say otherwise. And another thing I'm going to say is this: when people are bitter and things like that, I always say to compartmentalize.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Like that's how I had to get through it. Because I ain't gonna lie, there was a point I was gonna be like, well, all women are like this. But I had to tell myself, no, this particular woman was like this.
Yeah, and
this is where it stays. And you had to move forward and let the next person prove themselves.
That's true.
And you have to do that with men. You gotta let them prove themselves. If they screw up, all right, now you know what you got, and move on.
And this is the thing, ladies. If you're not willing to let a man prove himself because you're just so, he's got to show me before I even do this or I do that, you shouldn't even be dealing with that type of man. You don't like him enough. See, you need to deal with him, just like fellas, you need to deal with a woman who you like enough that you're willing to go out there and splurge a little money on her. Go out there and spend time with her. That shows you care about her. That's how she sees that. Well, ladies, for men, the way you show you care about us, that you really like us, is to listen and not be combative with what we're saying. You know what I mean? It's not like he's saying, I need you to put this leather onesie on and get baby oil, dipped in baby oil and baked. And then we're not doing all that craziness. And if he is, if you like him enough, you'll be like, okay, I guess I could do that. We want somebody appealing.
That's true.
Agreeable. That's the biggest thing. Agreeable. Can you be agreeable? If you're not an agreeable person, you're going to have a hard time with men.
For the rest of your life.
Forever.
Until it changes.
And vice versa. Fellas, if you're not humble enough to make sure that you're looking out for that woman and making sure, because see, one thing, women want to know that you view them as their number one
priority.
Your number one priority.
Yes.
Every time you do something, they want to know you took the time to think of them in that situation. That's why they have that's why a lot of marriages have problems when they say the man's a mama's boy and he treats his mother as number one over the relationship will never work.
It's a lot. I've noticed it's a lot of that going around. Like I've heard a lot of women say their men, they compare them to their mothers.
And that's the second
somebody
thing.
said, my mother would never do this. I forgot who I was talking to.
Do you want me to go get my book?
If you want to, man.
Let me go get my book, y'all.
It has something to do with it? Okay, you must have just actually read it. All right, well, you going to do that. I hear that a lot nowadays. I forgot who I was talking to the other day where she said, God, what did she say? She said, oh, okay. So her boyfriend asked this woman's boyfriend asked her to get something to eat, and she I don't know, she was at work or something like that. She couldn't get it, and he said, "Never mind. Oh, my mother got it for me." And every time she couldn't do something for this man, her mother, he called his mother. You know what I mean? To go and handle it for him. And she's not the only person. I think about 4 or 5 of my friends who actually had the same situation happen. I never knew that this was actually a thing until recently. And here he goes with the book right now. I guess what's this? Letters to
Philip.
Okay.
What you saying?
No, I was telling how many women have told me how their men, like if they couldn't do something for me, but oh, never mind, my mother did it for me, or they got their mother to handle the situation for them.
Yeah.
Which is, I never knew it was a real thing until recently.
Keep talking because I got a little. Let me get my breath, y'all.
Okay.
I ran down some stairs to get it.
So, I mean, it's people that we know, and it just amazes me how they just having a detached from their mother all this time, and they want their women to treat them like their mother treats them.
Yeah.
And it never works. As a matter of fact, this girl actually told me she dumped this guy.
Okay. So, Letters to Philip, How to Treat a Woman. This book is golden. It's an old book. It's probably 1960s, maybe. So there's a chapter in the book that's called A Half Dozen Nevers. That means they give you 6 things that you never do with your woman, wife, girlfriend. All right.
Let's see if I did any of these things.
Number 1, never point in derision to something she can't change. Pretty much saying don't ever point out something that she can't change about herself.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Gotcha.
If she got cankles, don't be like, oh, I see you got them big ass cankles. Don't point out anything. She got big ears, a big nose, nothing. Do not point out anything she can't change about herself.
Okay.
Okay.
Never done that. Good. So far, I'm 1 for 1.
All right. It says there is nothing more cruel than hurling hurtful words about things which can never be changed. And that's really true.
I say that when you argue too. Watch what you say when you argue.
Because you ever see people who always point out something about somebody else that's maybe like, oh, look at the dude, he got some big ass ears. Look at that girl, she ain't got no neck. It's almost like if you're talking about those people, what are you saying about me?
Exactly.
Okay.
I usually think it as, you know what, you're just trying to point out someone else's shortcomings because you don't want nobody to know it's yours.
I'm glad you said that. Now, number 2, never criticize her in public.
True. Never. Well,
you did.
I did. I've done that.
Look, anytime, and when I mean criticize her, it'd be like, hey, yo, take my number down, or take this number down, and then you come out of nowhere and say, you might as well give it to me because her saving a number is like wishful thinking.
Oh, no, I've never done that. Okay.
I'm saying you're slighting her.
Yeah.
You're saying something that you know is a weakness of hers to everybody else. That's criticizing her.
Yeah. Okay. I've never done that. Okay.
I mean, if you say, man, my girl always doing this, talking bad about her.
Yeah. No.
To someone else, your family, your friends, whatever. Everything should be in-house. It's hard. A lot of us don't do it, but that's one thing. Criticize her in public. All right. Let's get to the meat of it. All right. Number 3. Never compare her unfavorably with a other woman.
Mm-hmm.
That means you cannot win one woman by repeating recitations of another woman's merits. Meaning, don't talk like, let's say you had an ex-girlfriend or your mother or whoever. Don't be like, well, my mom, she makes it like this, or she does it like that, or she's real nice. let her talk about her. Don't talk about another woman to her. That gets her annoyed, and she just feels like, well, I guess I can't compare to this woman. So
Okay. Never done that, thank God.
you never compared it to your mother?
Nope.
Okay, good.
I never have. I've been compared. Like she's compared me to.
And
like,
how annoying
her
did that
father.
feel?
That's why I never did it, because I'm like, yo, I'm not your dad.
And honestly, this is the two-way street, ladies.
Yeah.
So everything I'm saying men don't do, ladies, you don't do it either. All right, number 4. Never drop a delayed bomb. Okay.
Okay, explain this one.
So there's times where somebody does something that you never speak on.
Oh.
Okay. And it's annoying to you. And it's been annoying to you for years, months, whatever, weeks. And then you finally get fed up and you just say, you know what? I'm tired of your ass when you do that. You always doing that. You just dropped a bomb on them. Something they've been doing, but you never spoke on it immediately, or just, gracefully told them. You told them out of frustration.
Yeah.
And now they're like, well, if you don't like this about me,
what
else don't you like about me?
Okay, this used to be my biggest pet peeve, because I used to get in argument. I used to do things, and my ex would never say, like, when I did it, she never would say it would make her mad.
Yeah.
And then maybe like a week or two later, it would come up. And then I'd be like, what are you talking about?
But it wouldn't come up. See, I bet you it didn't come up out of love. It came out of frustration and hate.
And that's why I made this rule. I was like, you got 24 hours to say something, because after that,
yeah,
I don't want to hear it.
All right. Makes sense. Number 5, never go away when she's crying. I feel like you have done that. I know you have, because you always told me, you said, she always crying and shit.
She always was.
Okay. In the book, it says, what does it say? Okay. There is a therapy sometimes in tears, and especially for a woman. If she has a big shoulder to cry on, she will cherish those moments forever. Sometimes you got to know when your girl's crying, you just need to be there for her. Let her get her cry out. That's some things that just women do. They have to cry. We know women who are really, one's listening right now. I know you're a crier. And sometimes you got to be there for them, because they're gentle creatures. They need a man to be that rock, that alpha male, to say, you know what, you can cry on my shoulder and we're going to get through this. Even if it's something you fucking did that she's crying about, don't leave her standing crying.
I've had to learn that the hard way. And I know it gets.
What happened? Did you just, like, she's crying, you like, fuck, I can't do this. You drove away?
It just be like, oh, you crying again? I'm
See,
sorry.
That's where
that is the wrong reaction.
Yeah, that's the immaturity. That's a perfect time to show how much you care about the person.
Nah, I won't do that now. I don't do that anymore.
Okay. Number 6, never lay a hand on her except in love.
What you looking at me for?
You gave them eyes, dude. What are you talking about? You're like,
I had to think back. No, I never.
I can say for a fact, I've never hit a woman that I was in a relationship with.
That you were in a relationship with?
Yeah.
But you hit a woman before.
Don't worry about all that. I said I never hit a woman that I was in a relationship with. Let's leave it at that.
I will say this. I've come close. I'm not even going to sit here and lie to you. I've been provoked.
So it says
I've never actually hit a woman.
Okay, so this is what it says. It says, most wives can forgive their husbands for not being romantic, intellectual, or just, a vice president of a company, but the man who resorts to brute force is something else. And then there's this Chinese proverb that says, he who strikes the first blow runs out of ideas. I remember watching videos of pimps, and pimps always said, if you got to put hands on, he's like, are you a gorilla pimp? He said, no, I don't put hands on my women. He said, Anybody who got to put hands on a woman to make them do what they want to do, that means you ran out of pimping. And all pimping is talking, ideas, thinking way out of certain situations. If you got to put your hands on a woman, then that means you just aren't thinking clearly of what you need to do. You need to leave. If you can't, if you've come out of no ideas but to just strike this woman, you need to leave. Leave her alone. You ran out of options. Go. And maybe by you leaving, she'll come up with an option.
Yeah. She had to think twice. Come back and apologize. Depending on the situation.
So those are the half dozen nevers. They got a few of them, the try not tos. And those are pretty funny. And well, not funny, they're actually pretty good.
You gonna read them off here?
Let's see. Practically all of these try not tos require some thinking ahead. For example, here is a husband who comes home one night from work and he says, I'm going to Hawaii on business tomorrow. And I thought it would be nice if you would go with me. Now, the thing is, a lot of men would think, oh, a woman would be excited, right? And she might be excited. But if she finds out that you knew about this trip a week ago, she's not gonna be that excited no more because her mind goes into I gotta get outfits, I gotta get babysitters, I gotta get all these things together. That's where you're being inconsiderate. You're not thinking about her at that point. Now, if it's last minute, you really just figured it, you just found out yesterday or today, then she can understand it. But little stuff like that, try not to hit her with, hey, like if you got an appointment, you got to get up in the morning. You're like, hey, why is my suit not pressed? Well, I didn't know you had a meeting today. You should have told her that 2 days ago.
2 days before,
Yeah. And you can't be mad about it. So those are little things that this book teaches that I really am grateful that I found this book because it makes me realize I have to be a better person. It makes you become a better person by reading and learning but it also lets me know, man, y'all ladies are very complex. It's a lot of things that men have to constantly think of. When they say being with a woman is a full-time job, it really is.
It is.
It's a full-time job because women are constantly thinking and
when you do something, you can't look at it how you would look at it. I've learned this.
Yes.
Because they'll be mad. You be like, what you mad about? I did this. But they don't.
It's more than that for them.
They don't see it like you see it.
I just talked to a guy who we work with. They're having a party for a baby shower at this bar. And then the one person was like, you coming to the bar and bring your wife? He said, no. I said, why you don't bring your wife? He said, that's not going to be good. I said, why is it not going to be good? He said, you got to realize my wife's not a people person. So if I bring her to a work event and nobody talks to her, she's gonna be mad at it. Now I gotta find somebody to talk to her. And then if they talk to her, maybe she don't get along with them. It's just so many other factors that gonna affect him, that could affect him in a negative way that he doesn't even want to risk it.
Yeah.
And I said, damn.
I understand 100%. I brought my ex to a work event and I thought it was going to be fun.
Was it the one I was at?
Yes, and she saw.
I had a great time.
I had a great time till she saw female coworkers I work with.
Yeah,
and the common misconception when we work with, people think female officers are like butch
men,
ugly, and they look more
tomboyish,
and that is not the case at all.
No.
Okay, there are some nice looking young ladies that we work with. She looked at them and those can't be officers. No way. And I'm like, yeah, it is. That's exactly what. No, you're lying. It was basically.
And not all of them were officers. Some of them were nurses.
Some were nurses and stuff like that. But she just saw them and thought, there's no way.
And they don't usually always look.
That's what I told her. Like, when I see them, they're in uniform. Okay. Yeah. And our uniforms are not flattering.
No.
Okay. So,
you got to look hella attractive to look decent in them.
Yes, they are trash uniforms. So I totally understand where he's coming from. Like you can't, and that was the last time I brought her out anyway.
It really was because
I was like,
I've never seen her ever since, ever again.
I was like, we're not.
And I used to always be like, "You gonna bring your wife? You gonna bring?"
No.
Mad people would always have to be like, we'll see,"
Yeah.
and he would just show up.
No,
or neither one.
Yeah, I was like, no, it's not happening. So I totally understand. You gotta know who you bringing.
See, in that right there, to have to go through so many layers to figure out if this is gonna be a good thing for y'all or not. That's the thing I think a lot of women don't. They think it's easy. Man, it might be easy for them, but for men, sometimes those layers, having to think of every angle, can be tiring to men.
We got to know the venue. We got to know who's going. We got to know, what time to start, what time to end. We got to, and so many logistics. For me, I just go. I don't think about anything. I just go.
That's how we are. Man, we could just go and we'll adapt to whatever comes with it. But when you're dealing with a lady and that's your woman, you have to now the whole game changes. Now I got to make sure I can't get that drunk. I got to watch her. I got to make sure she's feeling all right. She's secure. I got to make sure. And that's the thing that I need ladies to understand and appreciate from men. We are literally doing all these things when you're just in our presence. It might look easy. You might think, okay, but we are thinking about those things.
Yeah.
Because we want you to be happy.
Yeah, we have to do things. We have to view our actions to see if they're disrespectful to you or not.
And sometimes there's some try not to do's that literally you won't know until you're with that woman. They're like, oh, all right, don't do that again.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Some things are obvious, some things aren't. You know what I mean? So I try. I don't know if this is a good or a bad thing, but when I used to be out at those events, I would steer clear from the ladies. I'll talk to the fellas. I keep the ladies high and by, and I just keep moving.
Smart man.
Because I got a hug one time at one of the events.
A real tight hug.
It didn't go where it didn't go over well. And I didn't see the hug coming. I turned around. I was like, oh yeah, and I walked right into it, and it was just.
Hey, it wasn't like you picked her up or nothing.
No, it was just like I was talking to this.
Okay, let me ask you a question. How would you feel if you were out with your lady, she ran into a guy or whatever, and he gave her a hug, but he did one of them hugs where he like lift her off the ground.
That
hug,
yeah, like,
and he's like he give her a nice squeeze.
All right, bro.
Are you gonna be like, I know you. I know you're gonna be like, you're gonna be hey, all right, hey, cool. But inside you are fuming. You're like, he fucked her. He fucked her. That's that. I can't.
Yes, I will be furious on the inside. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But are you gonna make them? Are you gonna show that you're sweating, or are you gonna be like,
no,
all right,
I'm not going.
Come on, babe, let's go this way.
I'm not going. Not then and there. I'm not gonna show him.
Are you gonna speak on it to her?
I'm gonna speak on it to her.
You can be like, all right, hey, y'all, your ass ever fucking lift that shit up again? You better take it. But it's like, what can she do?
Yeah, I know.
She going to hug and he lift her up.
I understand because just like the hug I received, I didn't even see it come. I turned around. It was
what I'm expecting. This is what I'm expecting, ladies. A man do that to you, I'm expecting you to be like, okay, stop that now. You know that. You know I'm with my man.
Something.
Sorry, babe. This dude
there laughing and giggling,
and then you could just be. Then I could be like, you good, you good. And she checked him.
Yeah,
right,
you
cool.
better. You better. That's what I'm in there.
Do it again, dude. It's going now. I'm gonna say
burn this whole damn club now. Keep.
Or he'd be like, yeah, man, you with Tanisha? Oh man, Tanisha, boy, she was something. She's a special girl. I remember back in the day. Still do that.
Oh, we talking about today?
he like she still do that thing, you know.
Look, yeah, that's the thing. Don't talk to me about.
Oh, he used to be.
Anytime.
What did he say? What did he say? She still got that tattoo on her inner thigh.
Well, my name, yeah. I don't know who that clown was before, but you
know who's on her who's on her skin first.
Uh-huh.
If she got it covered up on your name, but then what? That's cool. But he'd be like, yeah, but my name's still there.
So yeah, then it'll be some real problems. All right, you want me?
Or what? Or he said he'd be like, "What up, Sam Brothers?"
I'm like, you want me to?
This is
fight
my
you?
thing.
You want me
if
to
we
fight
just
you,
talk,
don't
if I'm just talking to a girl, we could be Sam Brothers. If this is my wife,
you? Yeah, no.
don't tell me we Sam Brothers and be cool like we cool. No, you'll never stay 1 foot in my house.
No.
But all right, anything else you want to talk about?
No.
Oh, we got one more video, and then we out of here.
I will say my lady knew enough to if any dude she knew came around and she knew enough.
She knew you was crazy.
Like, all right, yeah, he gonna react like this if I do. Yeah,
let's get it.
What do you think makes you a 10 in a man's eyes?
I think it's my personality, it's my value
No,
system. It's my look.
Let's go on looks. Fresh face, out the shower, no makeup. You cannot use 7. If he just saw you raw,
glowing.
wet,
I'm glowing.
no makeup,
Glowing.
nothing.
Glowing, babes.
But what would make you a 10?
I mean, not for nothing. I don't know how many women ain't glowing coming out the shower wet.
You put on that shampoo and shea butter on you. I mean,
Put some oil on you, and that's it.
To men.
Okay,
not what your pride, not how you build yourself
You're just talking
up.
about looks, right?
What men want.
we were talking about looks.
Yeah.
What men want.
Before I ask your question, what kind of men are we talking about, and what do
Every
these men
man
want?
Every man.
Every man has
the
different...
man you want. Why would he consider you a 10?
Because I'm gorgeous, like naturally.
No. Let's talk about what men want.
But what? As I'm asking you, what do they want from your perspective?
You want to tell her what men want?
You're a man. What do men want? Well,
because
men like you. What do men like you want? Yeah,
I ain't a man. I like women for different reasons.
I'll be real with you. I'll be real with you.
Can they shut up so he can talk?
Men like women that are pretty, natural, and fit.
Exactly.
And in shape.
Okay.
Are you pretty, natural, and in shape?
I'm pretty. I'm natural, and I'm in good shape. Yes.
You're natural.
Yeah. Right now, I'm not natural, but you lot go check my Instagram. Go watch my page. I'm naturally beautiful.
But I'm saying, okay.
If you're naturally beautiful, why would you wear all that other stuff? You're naturally beautiful.
Hey, I've never met you before.
I wear makeup, yeah.
I've never met you before.
Enough,
so just like the guy that is the guy you want to be with and may want to be with you when you're in your natural state. He's gonna see blue hair, eyelashes, nails.
Yes.
That's not natural, is it?
Okay. What you got to say on that?
I do agree with it. I do think, well, as I'm older, I'm a little older than you. I do think personality does play a little part in it when it comes to make you a 10. Because there's some pretty women with some terrible attitudes.
That's true.
And it brings them down. It makes you like, I don't care how good you look. You trash to me.
Oh, of course.
So
we know some of them who look real pretty. But if I didn't know them, I would say they're a solid 8. But because I know them and I know how nasty an attitude they have, they drop down to like a 4. Just off of that. Like the looks, it just gets faded away because of the attitude. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. Like if you're a cute girl and you have a nice personality and you're actually, appealing and agreeable and just nice, comforting, feminine, you jump to like a 12. Because you don't see that. It's very rare you see people nowadays who actually have good personalities and are genuinely good people. Mm-hmm. So when you find somebody like that, you're like, this woman is amazing.
There is a woman that we both know.
Yeah.
There's no easy way to say it. In the looks department, she kind of pales in comparison, depending on your views. Mm-hmm. But everybody loves her because of her personality.
Are we talking about who I think we're talking about?
Yeah, we worked with her the other night.
Yeah.
Everybody wants her. Everybody loves her.
Because she's
the sweetest person you ever met in your life.
You know what's so crazy? I have yet, even when she gets mad, she don't get nasty mad. She keeps herself still like a lady. And I think that's the thing that I think we've missed in these last 10, 20 years. Women who, when they get mad, they can still carry themselves with respect.
Yeah, I've seen her get mad too, and there's a softness to her. Still.
Yes.
It doesn't make you feel disrespected at
No.
all.
See, now when you deal with women and they get mad, they jump out the deep end. Fuck you, motherfucker. You bitch ass. You bitch ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dumbass. That's what they come out as.
Goofy
Motherfucker. I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with all that stuff. And guess what? It lowers the respect level to that woman automatically. Them are the women who possibly, get hit. And but see, when she gets mad, she's like, see, what we're not gonna be doing.
Yeah, that's how she do
this and that, and you're not gonna talk to me like that. And I'm like, oh, okay. She keeps it respectful.
And if you ever see her say things to somebody like that, that person it gets quiet. Because they don't speak back. They're like,
well,
oh, okay.
Well, you know why? She doesn't raise her voice either.
Yeah.
That's one thing. She doesn't raise her voice
at all, and it just kills the argument.
I told her, I said, look, I don't know if I haven't met a lot of women that I love their personality. I love her personality.
Yeah. I hope she doesn't change.
Oh God, I hope she doesn't change. I hope she makes it where, you know how they say, oh, the men do them wrong, the men do them wrong. And I'm pretty, she has kids, so she's probably had relationships that have failed. But I can say right now, I don't know how a man could do her wrong. I really don't.
A man who don't know what he got.
That's it.
There's a lot of them out there.
And she's probably learned from that. And man, she's a wise woman.
Yeah.
I gotta give her that.
I've seen her shut people down just by.
But back to this. I can say right now, the reason a lot of women be wearing these costumes, looking like Oompa Loompas, looking like, Pokemon characters, men don't really give a damn what kind of hairstyle you wearing. We don't give a damn what your nails look like. We don't give a damn about what your makeup look like. What we care about is, do you look cute? Can we look at you and do you got a body on you? That's the first initial thing we care about. You could be in sweatpants and your hair tied up, no makeup, nothing. If you got a body, if you got some features that we find attractive, we good with it.
Exactly.
That yellow hair, honestly, for me, when I see girls with yellow, purple, orange, big eyelashes, fake ass nails with all kind of crazy stuff on them, I look at them and I say, and to me, I'm not gonna say insecure, but they are, in a sense of they don't like their natural beauty. They don't like how they look in a natural form.
Yeah, and I've told some women I've dated, I'm like, look, you don't need that,
but they feel they do.
Yeah, it's like, I'm telling you, you look great without it, and they just don't.
I'm like, I'm be honest with you. If you could if women would let men dress them and show that, give them a look that they wanted, I think it would be a lot more humbled. I don't think it would be a lot more prostitute-y.
Yeah, prostitute. I like that word.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that would be actually a good challenge to try to get a woman.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's get women. Let's get like 5 women who dress us, very out there, provocative, and let a man dress her how he would like to see her. I'm not saying it's gonna be. You know what's gonna be? It's gonna be a little subtle sexiness with a lot of covering up.
You know what? I've actually twice picked out what my lady would wear for an event.
I bet you it was nothing what she would have picked
and
out.
At first they were like, I don't know if I could wear this. But after they did, after we went to the event, they actually said, you know what?
I'm trying to remember what your woman wore.
The all black.
Was it a dress or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because she's gonna go with something else.
What was she gonna go with?
It was kind of similar, just I guess a more more skin was showing. I think.
All right, let me ask you this: what if you? I'm gonna ask y'all too, audience. What if you don't like the style of your significant other? Like, what if you don't like how they dress?
See, that's I don't know, that's rough. Because I'm
not even talking about showing off her body. I'm talking about like the clothes that they're wearing. It just doesn't do them justice.
It's not flattering.
It is not flattering to you. You're like, how do you go about it?
Depending on a relationship, I think you can say, maybe suggest something else. Why don't we go with this? I'll just try to.
Now, okay, let's role play. Babe, what you think about this? I just got this on. Oh no, I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
I would say, it looks nice, but the setting we're going to, why don't you try to wear it? Why don't we go with this instead?
What's wrong with this?
There's nothing wrong with it. It just, I need you to compliment me together on to look like.
So I don't compliment you now?
It's just for the setting we're going to. I think this would be more appropriate.
So I don't.
We can wear this.
So I don't look appropriate.
No, I'm saying we can wear this some other time. I just need you to make me look good.
So I don't make you look good right now.
In this.
See what I mean? See how?
Yeah, it's
always something. This is how they do. This is how y'all do, ladies. This is how we take it.
But look, I need you to trust me on this. Okay, just trust me on this.
That's what we're getting to. We need you to trust us.
And the thing is, and in both events, I had to say this. I need you to trust me on this. And then in the night, they were like, you know what? You were right. I'm glad you talked me into this.
Yeah. Because I'll tell you right now, if a man says, I need you to trust me on this, he's going to put you in the best position for you to win.
We're not going to make you look bad.
We're not. Because if you look bad, we look bad.
Yeah, like you were her.
No, I'm telling you right now, there's been times where you go pick up a girl and you're just like, oh, God, what is she wearing? And you're like, what the fuck are you wearing? And you can't, and this is the thing, as a man, you cannot go and say you look fucked up.
You can't.
That's not gonna get you nowhere.
But on the flip side of that, I've had women suggest that I wear shirt that is usually gay looking, but
try it out, man. You never know, man.
I try it out. All right, I'll try it. Don't be like, sometimes it's failed. Sometimes
the best advice I can give is if you don't like something, the old saying, if you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. But I say, like you said, I'd be like, you know what, babe? That's a nice dress.
But
I don't know. I ain't gonna say but, because but if you say but, anything you just said beforehand
negates it. You're right. You're right.
That's a nice dress. I think it doesn't do you justice.
There you go.
I think that dress right there, girl, I don't think nobody gonna keep their eyes off you if you wear that dress.
Have you ever gone clothes shopping with?
I've
done it a few times.
Maybe once.
It kind of helps you police
where they're headed in the fashion
why don't we try? Yeah, why don't we try this?
You know what I would like to do, and I think it would be a cool little date. You go to the mall. You pick out an outfit for them. They pick out an outfit for you.
Yeah.
Y'all wear the outfits on y'all next date.
That's actually a good idea. I might try that. That's a good idea.
That way you can kind of see what they style like. They can see your style and kind of push the boundaries to where maybe you wouldn't wear before. Yeah. I know you wear some shit that I could never see myself wearing. Honestly.
But you got it. Listen. Fortune favors the bold.
You man. Like a peacock. You like
try. Man. You gonna see. You gonna see me.
Me. I'm more of like I want to wear solid, sleek colors, blacks. Navies, blue. You like hell no. Motherfucker. I'm wearing bright green. I'm wearing purple.
Work is tasteful. I do take time to look at it. I'm not gonna say I wear no bright pink bright pink suit somewhere.
I feel like the most I could see myself doing, like if I wore like an all black suit and then some like diamond encrusted shoes. Like one thing that's just like a standout piece.
Oh yeah, I definitely got.
I could do that, but you'll be like, fuck this. Every layer will be a standout piece for me, motherfucker.
But it works. I haven't. Had
it works. I'm not gonna sit there.
I haven't had a bad outfit yet.
You're not gonna make me. One thing I'm gonna say is I'm gonna remember you.
Yeah.
If anything,
good or bad,
I'm gonna remember you.
That's the goal. I've had people come and be like, "Yo, I seen you in that joint, man."
Where you come? I saw you across the room, man.
I see you in that joint. Yeah. And you gonna talk about me, good or bad. You gonna talk about me.
You like that motherfucker bold as hell to wear that shit. You know.
Yeah.
And then my thing is, if anybody say something negative, you just be like, motherfucker, you wish you could wear this.
I know exactly. You ain't got the balls to wear these joints.
And you right. I know.
Try it. You never know.
We'll see.
You never know what will work for you.
Oh, wait a minute. What is Skin sent me something? Or is that you? I'm good getting. I just never mind. That's small. All right. Anything else you want to talk about before we get up out of here?
I think we did it today.
All right. Today is Monday. The week is starting. I'm on vacation, so I'm going to be getting a lot of stuff done around the house. I'm actually supposed to be meeting with somebody in an hour to discuss having what do they call it? A home cleaner?
Cleaning
service to come clean my house. Because you know what? I gotta start doing stuff. I gotta start building my team for me. So that's what I got planned for today. Y'all go out there and get your grind on. Go figure out 1 hour a day to go love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, I don't know who else will, man.
That's right. And appreciate those who appreciate you.
That's it. All right, y'all. Hey, I'm your boy Canteen. This is my motherfucking friend Beans.
Y'all have a good week.
And we out. Subscribe now, man.
That's got to be racist.
Daddy.